go ahead and take my thumbnail for the end of the video. But you can see the left side is now black, the right side is still gray. We have power. We have our windows going up and down. Yes, sir. It's traffic cones. And today we are going to be cleaning our E36. In the last video, we went ahead and removed all the seats. Let me go ahead and show you. In the last video, we went ahead and removed the driver and the passenger seat. But you see, we have all this gunk below. And I don't want this no more. I want to clean the carpets, get them painted black, and get the seats painted black. I've never done painted seats before, but we do have a couple of products. I will be using whatever is left of this Comet, some water, a couple bristle brushes, degreaser and stuff like that, just to get this carpet clean. And then from there, we're gonna spray the carpet, and then we're going to spray the chairs. So spray the seats. As you can see, the headliner is this right now. Long story short, we will be removing that. I do have additional headliner material upstairs, and that's how I did the suede dash in the Camaro. So pretty much, this E36 is gonna get a suede headliner. That should be shown in part 3, I think. But for today's video, I'm pretty much going to clean interior. I'm gonna do a small time lapse once I figure out how to do this side and show you how to do it on the other. And then we're gonna go into painting. We may be able to paint it all tonight, maybe not, but let's get to work. Finally, this is where we're at. I ended up cleaning this as good as I can with the abrasive brush. So like, this is what it looks like clean. This is what it looks like dirty. You can see there is a big difference in my opinion. You can see it up in front and the grays, those look a bit different. And then down here on the sides, so I guess something spilled on both sides. But you can see this is what it looks like. Before it was very dark and thick. Now it's much, much lighter. Essentially before I pass through, I'm gonna give this another pass with a towel to just dry it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the paint in. And then as I'm painting, I'm gonna rub it in with this brush. And then hopefully it works good. We will see. Never done this before. All right, so this is where we currently are. I ended up painting this side. This took me, I'd say, about an entire can, honestly. This is way, what's it called? Way more than I expected. Right now, I'm just letting it dry. So I'm gonna do a little 10-minute dry. Essentially, I'm gonna do the same process again. Get this side deep clean. But I think I'm gonna end up using 2 cans per side. Because like, you can see this is like, well, it is drying. But you can see that, how you say it? You can see that this is black, but there still are tones of gray. I want it to be like dark black, like true black. And then if you can see, I'm trying to rub it with this right now. This section, to rub it in. And you still see it's like shifting a bit. And I don't know if that's because like the carpet thing itself, but I'm gonna let this dry for about 10 minutes and then come back in and rub it in. And then give it another can. And then hopefully it should be good, honestly. We're officially back after a little bit of work. We used 2 cans of vinyl fabric specialty coating. It's pretty much good for door panels, dashboard, center consoles, trims, and seats. I didn't think that it'd take me 2 cans just to do this one side. But if you see, I have a black interior now. Honestly, and it's deep black too now. So what I'm gonna do is let the fan run on it overnight and then come back in tomorrow and then knock out this side. I am gonna post some sneak peeks on the traffic cones and my personal Instagram page. But I'm gonna take a snippet. Boom. But yeah, it looks so much better already, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, so I'm gonna have black seats, and then essentially we're gonna end up disassembling these. And yeah, we're gonna disassemble these, get those painted, get these cleaned and painted. Probably should go ahead and disassemble those right now. I think I'm going to. I gotta throw a battery in here and see if this thing works. Like if all the lights in here work. I probably could do that real quick, especially since I'm up and active. One sec. Ended up figuring out how to get power. So I ended up using some jumper cables and figuring out using the multimeter. I found that this is where the power comes. You get the 12 in the ground from there. I ended up running a 12. I mean, I ended up using the jumper cables and using a wire to power the fuse box. Now I have light inside of the car. I'm just using pretty much just a basic battery for now. Something that I got from Walmart. I noticed it worked when the trunk light came on, so now I know what works and what doesn't. And then I'm coming from the other side. So now I can see if these doors, like, there we go. All right, so now I can see what functions work in this car. So sweet. So look, I just hit this and this is working. That's one part. And then, so my interior lights, I can see what works and what doesn't. So now I have that. If that's the case, that means my turn signal. I can probably test continuity. But when I turn left, it doesn't work. Turn right, it doesn't work. But hazards work. So that does indicate that that works. I got the keys. Hold on. Let me see if the keys help me a bit. I wonder if I put the keys in, does it send additional power? Or is everything else cooked? So now, if I put the key in and give it ignition, yes sir. So now, I'll put the key in and the lights turn on the dash. So this car has 327,000 miles. It's currently low on gas. The airbag light is on. Ooh, the rest of the lights came on. All right, so where we at? All right, so these lights work. Dude, yes, okay. So the guy was right, so he wasn't lying to me, so I didn't get a bad deal. One thing I have to figure out, oh, I have to get these clips. Okay, so these are the clips that I'm missing for the other door, but that's that. So my windows go up and down. Let me roll these down for now. Dude, this is sweet. 11 o'clock fines, 11 o'clock fines. So if that's the case, now let's see. All right, so my turn right. So I hear the signal, but I guess it's probably not showing. So if you look at it, my right comes on, my left doesn't, and then I can hear the windshield wiper comes on. This is cruise control, and there go my high beams and stuff over there, so that's not wired up. But one thing I am looking forward to see, I'm gonna go ahead and wire this left side up so I can see this window regulator, see if that works. And then also we have our tail lights. I wonder if let me go ahead and hit the brakes and I'm gonna see if that kicks it on. Go ahead and just hit the brake real quick and I'll be able to see off the back. I didn't see it come on, so that's that. But here, I'm gonna go ahead and wire this up. I'm gonna go ahead and wire this up and see if anything comes about from it. This does have power to it now. I think it's whatever it's called, the window regulator. I think the window regulator is bad because when I do hit the buttons in the middle, it does activate, like this does vibrate. So that's a good thing. Another thing that I'm going to check now is my mirrors. I'm gonna do that in another video. Honestly, I'm gonna do that Fridays when I do the other side. Just keep checking more power. And then check and see if my headlights work. That'd be something that I'm interested in. Go ahead and take my thumbnail for the end of the video. But you can see the left side is now black. The right side is still gray. We have power. We have our windows going up and down. Yes, sir. And it go down quick. We have our dome lights. We have our oil and stuff like that. Service. Yes, sir. All right, so, but yeah, that's a good thing because now we know how much fuel was in the car, And we also know that this is actively sending power to the fuel pump that's under here. What else? Yeah, take this as a W today. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in to the channel. Honestly, I'm super excited. I'm happy everything is working. So we don't have to do, one thing I should check is probably the radio, because I did remove the radio. Let me just see one quick thing real quick, just to see if it even sends power to the radio. So hold on, one sec. This is just the last test for today, but I'm checking the radio. Pretty much just stuck it into these two. And the multimeter is getting me 6 volts. It was just like 9. So I wonder if that varies based on like the depth of this. But from what I do know is this does get power, or it's receiving some type of power, as well as 6 volts. I would have to see if there's like a short somewhere. But for the most part, everything is working. So this is a working E36, and I did not get scammed. My second intro. But honestly, thank you guys for watching. We have so much more to go to make this a comfortable and healthy a healthy working E36 the way that I like it. I'm proud that I don't have to rewire the entire car, and I pretty much can use a lot of the existing stuff, which is really good to me. But yeah, honestly, I'm good. I take this as like a 10-step forward type ordeal. But we have a lot more in store, a lot more coming, a lot more mods on the way. Pretty much, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get this video edited and sent out tonight. Thank you. Later.